we had a real close relationship with him and his coach. His coach done been in my corner one of my fights when I fought Korobov on TV. Like anytime Coach Calvin sees me or Tank see me, they say they know what's up. They had a long history.
Right.
So it was cool just seeing him develop and be with his at. But me personally, going back to the question, I don't feel like I don't go against Tank because I know his.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
It's been too much. I like Frank too. I thought Frank was good. I thought he was a real good, decent fighter. But Tank, I just like that's just me personally. I just don't even. If anybody go against him, it's like it's unfair. I ain't choosing it.
I got a bad feeling about this.
What's going on, everybody, boy? It's your boy A-Rock. We in the building. We got another one, man. And we got a special guest, man, coming. I mean, I know he boxed out of Richmond, but I'm trying. I got to figure out more about him. We got the chosen one in the building. Go ahead, introduce yourself, everybody, real quick.
Yo, what's up? It's the chosen one, Immanuwel Aleem. Here rocking out with
Y'all see the belts, man. Talk to him, man. What's going on, bro?
And feeling good, getting preparing for July 20th, ready to put on, just show great skills and display on that night.
I know you're getting ready for that, man.
Yeah.
So how has it been? How has training been so far?
Training's been amazing. Been able to really tackle on things and touch base on things I've always wanted to work on going forward, like in the past, little kinks and stuff like that. So it's been great.
Right. So look, I want like because we met in at the media day not too long ago, and I want to get a chance for my audience to officially get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I shouted you out, I put you all on the gram and everything like that for my people to know. You know, I was hanging out with a champ, hanging out with the belts. You know what I'm saying? But you know, let them know. You know what I'm saying? The beginning, like when did you start this journey in this boxing journey?
I was 12. It was about 2005 or 2006. It was like 05. I was 12. It was because of my brother. My brother wanted to get into boxing, and you know I was.
How old was he?
He was 13.
So y'all were 12 and 13.
Yeah.
And he just dragged you along.
Yeah. Well, he didn't drag me. I was playing basketball. Basketball was my first love.
Right.
Still one of my favorite sports to play. And I was just an athlete doing everything. Mama had us in tennis, soccer, played for Pine Camp.
Pine Camp. Shout out to Pine Camp. Shout out to Pine Camp. But no, you go.
Chandler basketball teams, you know what I'm saying, playing ball for Pine Camp, this and that. But boxing was something that just happened. Because my brother, we was fighting. I was fighting a lot too. Used to fight my brother a lot, but I used to fight in schools and fight in the area and stuff like that. So once he said he wanted to box, it was like I already fight anyway. So
right.
It was nothing. It was nothing to fight. Even that Hotchkiss, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to Hotchkiss.
Yeah,
that's my home. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's my home right there. But
yeah, Hotchkiss doing a big toll on my life. I look at it, looking back. If it wasn't for Hotchkiss, that place, a lot of things happened. Balling, fights, crews, girls, everything happened at Hotchkiss.
Yeah, the playground shit.
Boxing ring was around the corner. Around the corner by the tennis place, man. That's where the ring was before we got to the actual ring.
Rings,
so
right.
You fought it out when you have problems with people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what you gonna do? Everybody get right there. Get out. So it makes sense.
When it was a time when you could figure it out with your hands. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. So that definitely inspired more of me going towards that than my brother asked my dad to find the gym. So once I went to the gym and I seen, I don't gotta get in trouble. I'm getting suspended. I'm having problems with this, going that. So I can do this. I get rewards.
when I win, I get a reward. Yeah. Not a whipping. Okay.
You get out and get a reward. That's a blessing.
Dang, bro. So leading you into your brother, you know what I'm saying, kind of help guide the way and everything like that. Your career is blossoming, it's blooming right now. Like, you know what I'm saying, like you all over everywhere. You got all the championships. You collecting them at this point. You know what I'm saying. But in the beginning, you know, role models who molded this animal, the chosen one. Who molded the chosen one?
It was a collection of fighters that I've studied coming up that gave me the inspiration of the same type of fight and desire I had. Mm-hmm. And it was like Joe Frazier was the number one.
Okay.
And Smoking Joe, no matter what happened, he was coming, pause, and he was going to punch. He's going to keep, you know what I'm saying, bringing that power and bringing that ferocity. And I just caught a liking. I watched a lot of old school fighters, especially 2005. It wasn't a lot of newer fighters then, because that's when Floyd and Roy and everybody.
Yeah, they kind of had the game locked down.
So you had to watch before previously. So a lot of tapes we watched, the black and white tape, Sugar Ray Robinson, Jack Johnson, all the oldies.
You went old school for real.
Joe Lewis's and everybody that was real. Like, we had to really go back to our history. And then I caught a liking to Joe Frazier. I'm like, that's the type of fighter I like to be. Somebody who was, I was short at the time because I was 12. I was real underneath there. So I always loved ducking and hitting them with that big shot. And Joe was like one of the best persons to do that.
Come and wind up and get him with it. Yeah.
My brother wasn't, he was different because he was more at that time, because now it's cool to be what you is now.
Right.
Back then, you get bullied for being a certain type. And my brother at that time wasn't the type to fight and stuff like that. He was more goofy. He was more clumsy and stuff like that. So I did more of the rougher stuff.
Right.
So him having a style more like Ali, be on his feet, being light on his toes, this and that. I was more the aggressor. He was more
like
the flight. You know what I'm saying?
Straight at you.
He had the punches that he'll put 20 on your feet, boop, 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 boop. So he ain't just hitting you once. He tripling them up over and over. But just watching those Ali, Frazier, and then I caught liking the Floyd as I got older. Got to start getting taller. Roy Jones, because I love Floyd's work ethic. Floyd's work ethic is what made me feel like that's how you're supposed to be as a boxer.
Right.
You train this way, you get rewarded. You see the way how you got rewarded?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts.
So like that was an inspiration. Roy Jones, James Toney, Floyd, Joe Frazier. Those are the people I looked up to.
And so you took a liking to like all the old school, the boxing and everything like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, I've been a fan of boxing for a while, like for a long time. I never got a chance to get in the ring. I say never got a chance because whenever I got in trouble, they put me in pads. Like, you know what I'm saying? Football, you know what I'm saying? Go take it out on it, do it. That was my shit. You feel me? But always been a fan of boxing. Always was a fan of combat sports in general. Like, you feel what I'm saying? As a youngin', what was the main fear that you had to get over getting in that ring?
I don't know if it's a weird answer, but I feared myself. I kind of felt how strong, or how much
you feared what you could do.
Yeah, because I know the level of what I could do, and I can anticipate how farther I can go. It's almost like when you do something, like you can do something a little bit, but if I do too much,
you'd be like, I might take it too
I just
far.
know if I do something too good, I always felt myself like the fear of how good I really can be. I really feel like I hurt somebody because the anger and stuff I had at then was different.
But now it's more controlled.
Yeah, it's a lot more controlled.
Cause you know you gotta use whatever that is, whatever you fear, to succeed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta just control it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. Like, I like that answer. I do.
I don't know how I really controlled. It kind of like evolved to something else versus control. You know, over the years it was that, and now it became more. Well, you already know what sense. I did control it to be able to direct it how I want it to be. Versus just using it like a temper tantrum. Like, boom, I'm mad.
Because that's what I'm saying. When you young, so you was the guy when you was young, like when it was going to go down, you got real puffed up. You got mad, like, I'm going to step up. We about to just go.
Had to tell me point, before you had to fight everybody. So, in Highland Park, they walk into your doors.
I mean, shit.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to see you every day. You
walk
walk
see
down
you every goddamn day.
The gym is only 2 hours. That don't mean nothing. You got to see you tomorrow. After that, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go.
I'm going to see you at school.
It's not over until we duke this out.
Nah, I know that.
So you kind of have no choice. So that kind of puts you in a different place when you have no choice. It's like becomes a regular thing.
I can understand that because, like I said, I'm from the same area. I'm from Northside too, so I know that whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Especially being HP, so you already know HP what they going against. You got Jay Ward across the water.
Jay Ward, you got
Wickham, you got everybody.
But that's just Richmond shit. And you know what I'm saying? You was talking earlier, you know what I'm saying? You used to train around this way, you know what I'm saying?
Southside, yeah.
And being that, you know what I'm saying, you lived in the North, right?
Yeah. In the North, being on the South, that's...
So you
Imagine going from the gym every day.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of the boys you was boxing with Southside boys, right?
Yeah, everywhere.
Tell me how them gym sessions was over there.
I mean, the gym session.
Yeah, you was young too, right?
Yeah, I was about.
Everybody's gym session when they young be like the wildest shit that people get like those untold stories, bro.
And our gym session, I think I was kind of a bully. I've been a bully when I was. Well, I feel like I got fought into a bully because you have to bully the bullies. And you just gotta fight. You gotta fight back with your bullies.
But you like a bully style boxer, bro? Come on.
I mean,
you knew you was gonna be a bully.
This is what Richmond made me.
As soon as you saw it, he's like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all that Ali shit look pretty, but that nigga told me to take heads off, bro. Like, that's what you was after. You was a bully. You knew you was a bully. Just accept it.
I mean, I got you. I guess that's what it is.
And look what it got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that what them sessions was like
sessions was very intense. I fought grown men. I fought pros.
You fought grown men.
Yeah, when I was a teen, I was already getting there sparring professionals. Whoever was the professional. In
See,
the
that's
area.
what I'm saying. What the fear at, bro? you getting in the ring with grown men as a teenager.
I think I just always had that in a sense, I always felt like I was their age too. I felt like my power and stuff can carry over. Even though I was 13, 14, that's
what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to figure out what power you thought you had at 13, bro.
It was getting me far.
I remember, bro, telling I base up on my uncle, like, what's up, nigga? Hey, little nigga, we on the football field. You stiff arm me. I felt like I'm about to die. And he hit me in my chest. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? I gave that nigga everything I got.
I went up asking for more. Boom. Like, all right, bet. Boom. Hit mine's back.
But that's what it take, though. That's when you know you built for that sport, like being dead serious, though, because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's so many people that could have been boxers, even like saying things you're saying, like you could have been a boxer too, but Richmond might have that underground boxing potential because not only me, it's a lot of fighters that my dad has trained, over 300 some fighters since we've been here on Hall Street to Hopewell, and everybody learned how to fight.
Shout out to that, man. Over 300 fighters?
Over 300 fighters.
Let's shout your pops out, man.
Coach Omar, everybody know him.
Shout out, bro. Y'all gotta respect, man.
To mention Sports Circle, and just over the years, when we came up, we used to see fighters. Let's just say like basketball. Some people play the same. Mm-hmm. Fighters used to fight the same for certain areas. Our fighters was always different because we always had different type of people that had different type of styles, and we let them rock out that way, just teaching them the basics, teaching them fundamentals, and they became champions, state champion, regional champions, just was becoming their own selves. And we always came out, they always knew when my dad came out to fight, they knew there was a different guy. Like, oh man, we trained you, it's a different guy. Like, oh man, you're a threat now.
They're like, we don't know what you about to bring to the table, but we
sure.
know you prepared. That's for damn sure. Damn, bro, like that legendary, like over 300 fighters, that's dope, bro.
No help, no assistance. Everything's kind of like there's people who came over time who gave a hand, but nothing. Everything straight out the pockets. You know what I'm saying? My parents done everything from they done sold the titles to their car for me to get out the tournaments and stuff like that. Sacrifices we made all out of pocket.
So when did that all start? Because I'm hearing. All right, so you saying you and your brother. So did your brother kind of introduce your dad to this boxing stuff too?
Yeah, he don't who asked my dad. He was like, hey, Dad, I want to box.
And then he just got into it.
My dad was like, you want to box? He's like, my dad loved boxing because he grew up listening to it. My dad from Jamaica, so he grew up listening.
So he really was like a boxing fan. Yeah. He was like, I got this.
Yeah, my son want to box. And I always like Muhammad Ali. I always like this stuff. He used to do it in the Army a little bit, but I hurt somebody's nose, and I didn't really get into it like that. So my brother saying that to him really sparked something. So
dang, that's crazy.
And I got into it one day. I seen that, so I can get into this.
That's the two sides, though. That's the two sides. You said your pops said, I hurt somebody. I was like, let me chill out. Yeah. That's your brother, but the other side of your pops was like, man, I'm ready knocking nigga.
Yeah, he's like, I know I can do it, but he's like, he hurt somebody. Like, oh man, this is dangerous.
That's crazy. Somebody. Dang, so he ain't even y'all basically started this journey together, man.
Yeah, and my mom grew up with Howard Davis, who was a former Olympian and champion and stuff like that as a professional.
That's
and
big.
in the area in New York where she was in Glen Cove, and
So she was familiar with the.
she was familiar, just wasn't introduced like that to my brother wanted to do it. So
Right.
her son got involved. I was like, oh, that's crazy because she grew up
like
with it.
I know about it. I grew up with it. I know what it is. What is it? What it'll bring. Yo, that's tough. I like seeing that, like the family pulling together and like still just winning, just winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Putting it all together and like it achieving, like and excelling. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's dope. Like,
also
for
got
real.
a great grandfather, I think, named Leander Willett, I believe, but he was one of the Harlem Hellfighters. That was out of New York.
So you was bred for this.
I think
you was bred for this. You was bred for this. This wasn't a coincidence. You was bred for this. That's big, dog. Like, respect to you, your family, and everything, dog.
Thanks,
for real. I wanna let's talk more about like just boxing in general. Like in today's era, the Tank fight just happened, bro. In today's era, so I know you posted a little bit on social media. Who did you think was gonna win? Because I know you met both of them and everything.
Oh yeah.
Who did you think was gonna win? And just like explain what you saw.
Well,
I want to know from a boxer. I know my man Ben. He'll tell me, but
I've been around Tank since I was about 14, and every regional and national we was on the same teammates because. At my weight class, I was a little heavier.
Right.
So I'm about 154, 130.
And then he like the one.
He was 125 at the time. 125, 115, 110. Because I met him when he was real small.
Oh, shit, yeah, he was.
And I fought somebody from his teammate, one of his gyms. So he knew me then. When he grew gravitation to me at a ringside tournament in 2008. It was in Kansas City, I think. It was 07 or 08. It was like 1,500 fighters and this and that. And he told his coach, like, yo, Coach Calvin, like, yo, he nice. And he put his knives on me and everything like that. And since then, we was being teammates and watching him. I was watching him fight, like, yo, he really can go. And that was back then. And I became like a big fan of him, just seeing the moves he did as a smaller guy. And I was doing the same thing, trying to do as a bigger guy. So,
right.
Like, we just been at tournament after tournament. Next tournament, we fight, we meet up again. Regional, see him again. So we just became, like seeing each other a lot more often and often. Then I had somebody from his team that I had to fight, and I fought him twice. He beat me the first time. I came back and beat him. So we just had that, not rivalry, that competitiveness.
Yeah, that competitive,
team versus team. So, and they even had to give him a hotel room one time. Not saying they was in a bad situation, but at that point they didn't have a hotel for the tournament was in. Let him be in one of ours. So we had like a real close
just looking
relationship.
out, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had a real close relationship with him and his coach. His coach been in my corner one of my fights when I fought Korobov on TV. Like anytime Coach Calvin sees me or Tank see me, they say they know what's up. They have a long history.
Right.
It was cool just seeing him develop and be where he's at. But me personally, going back to the question, I don't feel like I don't go against Tank because I know his.
Yeah,
It's been too much. I like Frank too. I thought Frank was good. I thought he was a real good, decent fighter. But Tank, I just like that's just me personally. I just don't even. If anybody go against him, it's like it's unfair. I ain't choosing it.
I feel you.
Got too much love for him and respect, so it's just like I've seen enough to know, like, yo, he's just one of those guys.
He just different, dog.
Yeah, he's different. It's hard to go against. You got to be a real special person. Not saying there's not special fighters out there. There's special fighters. It's just that to me, I you know when you see somebody special, and I've seen it over the years. I've seen the work that the public hasn't seen.
Right.
I've seen the fights that he went through and all that in the training. So I know.
Because I look at him now as a fighter. Like when he was young, to me he was like a bulldog. He'll rush you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now he's more of a technician, bro.
Well, it was the opposite. If you think about it, he was actually more technical back then.
Tell me how.
He was a boxing, slipping, combo. The knockouts they see now, I've seen Tank knock a lot of people out, but he was more effective as an amateur. He did the amateur way. He threw combos, speed, reflex. They couldn't hit him. Like he was ducking everybody's stuff and walking around them and making a show. But as a pro, he became the knockout powerhouse. And that's the difference that I didn't. Not saying he didn't do that. He knocked out some people, but he was like this sharpshooter back then. Like he was just shoot sharp.
Damn,
speed,
for real. Because if you look at his accuracy, bro, he fucking accurate as fuck.
Yeah, that's all he work on.
That boy fucking accurate as fuck, bro. Like the way he set that uppercut up, I was like, yeah, he and then he kept doing it. I was like, bro, he gonna get him with it one time, bro.
I've been in the ring with him one time. He didn't go back in there with me.
Oh man, it's work though.
Yeah, he was like, man, he tried to stay away from my right hand because knew my right hand was good. He was like, whoop, whoop. He was like a little Adam Ant, man. Couldn't catch this motherfucker. Say, you too fast, motherfucker.
Oh man, dog, I love hearing that, man. So, what's your goal for your career?
My goal right now is to keep setting a pathway for people in Richmond and fighters to look up to. Like, we gravitated to this sport, and it was like an open season in Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came in for me and my brother, there wasn't a winning narrative as Richmond fighters. They looked at Richmond fighters in Maryland, D.C., Virginia Beach, West Virginia as like
I always thought like
walk
Virginia
over. Once you
Beach,
get to a Virginia fighter, you're gonna knock him out. You know, whatever. We changed that narrative out there. We changed that whole path. When we see a Virginia fighter, we can go. And when we go to the regionals. We challenge them. We won. Like my first regional, I won against somebody, I think with 15 fights and 20 fights or 40. I only had 3. And one of them was Jared Hurd's brother, who's a champion in Maryland. And I fought him back the previous year. I think I lost that next regional, but I beat him the first time with 3 fights. He had over 20 fights. It was just the experience. And over there, just going to different regionals, because everybody who won the nationals was in our region. DC was cleaning nationals. They was cleaning everything. Every year, 10-time, 15-time national, 7-time national champion. We fighting them right next door. So we didn't have to go far.
Right.
It's like your best fighter is right there.
Right
Once
there.
you get past that, you know the rest of the people is kind of not easier, but it's, you know, they're not going to be as competitive.
Right.
So we had the competition right there, and we was coming right. We was like neck and neck with the competition every year. And then if we didn't lose, we didn't cry about it. We just worked hard to come back. Then we had the opportunity, we got it. We started to move forward. But it was really like we had to grind, get out the mud. Like we took our wins and took our losses and kept moving.
Yo, y'all got you got a story in a way, because it's not over. You still going. You still got this. What other like I know you pulling other people up. Like, so you got any like young fighters you pulling up?
Yeah, we have my nephew, Jay Wright. He's a Silver Glove national champion. He's a 2-time Silver Glove national champion.
Y'all boys.
And we got Kamala Thompson, is, another top 4. I think he was number 4 in the U.S. We got Kayla, who was at number 2 in the U.S. And you know, we got a bunch of other fighters in the gym coming up.
Your pops.
Yeah, my pops got those fighters. He training them. My nephew, I never really got the time to be around him as much, but he's watched us over the years and watched our pedigree.
Oh yeah, he been hawking y'all. You might didn't notice it, but he been noticing y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My dad been handling that,
shit.
groomed him to be a champion, and I think he got it all. He got everything he needed to be. Just when it clicks, they gonna see.
That's crazy, dog. Like, your pops really did put in some work, bro. Y'all really putting in a lot of good work, man.
Yeah, shout out to my pops again too, because my dad was just a parent. He didn't want to come into boxing as a coach.
That was a dope. Like, so he was pure parent. So he
Pure
tried
parent.
to find y'all a trainer and stuff.
Trainer found that we went through every gym in Virginia.
What made him decide, let me go ahead and put this coach hat on?
After going through everybody and then make a way. Like, we went through each gym. We started off as Special Effects, was on Hall Street by Kroger spot. That's where we started from. We're not too far almost. But yeah, it started there, and my dad paid for 3 of his children, me, my brother, and my sister, for months. Let them go through that training, went through the other stuff. He felt like, you know, what he was training there was good, but he know boxing. He think that he needs to be better. So went to Citywide Boxing Gym with Ray Brown. He's legendary Ray Brown. He took upon us, and he groomed us a little bit and showed us a lot, and you know what I'm saying? But something happened there. Then my dad had to leave our dad, went to someone else, went to another gym. It's like we kept going to gym to where there was no more gym. But we needed to be able to train. So my dad went and got a building so he can always have us to train.
And so he went and bought a building.
He found a building.
He found a building.
Right there on Hall Street. We started from our house on 4th Avenue. Started in the house, spawned in our living room.
Shout out to Pops, bro. Like,
running around the streets, putting that miles in, running on Mechanicsville, seeing us putting 5 miles in. We just did what we had to do because there was we couldn't make it. We were going to find a way.
Right.
That's how we move. It's like, whatever happens, I don't care if we got a ring, no ring, we're going to make a ring. We're going to make it work.
That's crazy, because I'm saying shout out to Pops because, like, just like, y'all was young, bro. Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm thinking like when I was young and I told my people like I'm trying to play sports. Them niggas is like, all right, nigga, found me a rec center, threw me some Payless cleats and said, all right, nigga, have fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your pops went out here and invested in y'all for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? He really put in an investment in y'all. Like, and it showed it and it proves that he was right. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's dope. Like, I'm telling you, that's big. Like,
and that's just the beginning. That's the beginning, just on like that. Not even the fights, the competition, leading on to the pros and everything. There's just so much layers that's not been peeled. You know what I'm saying? We went through a lot of beginning phases to get where we at. Because a lot of people see the championship, but they don't see what we went through. They don't see how much like we got denied, how many fights we had to fight, how many robberies we went through. You know, a lot of stuff invested, money, sacrifices, and so much stuff that happened.
Y'all got robbed?
Oh, I'm talking about fights.
Oh, and all I'm about to say, man, what the fuck?
All thing is fun.
We about to ride right now.
In boxing, it's a robbery when you know that fighters of one fight had clearly won and the other fighter gets it. So
right.
It would be considered a robbery. And we went through a lot of them just off of, it wasn't about the points. It was more about, okay, they just didn't like this person versus this person.
Like, you know who won this fight.
Yeah. And because we're from a certain area and we're not supposed to have certain fighters and guys are supposed to have prestige and supposed to be this and that, making them look bad. We took the bad end of it. And it's been, even to my pro career, you can see, even my losses, the couple losses I got, the politics of it. You know what I'm saying? It's never been like my last one, not my last one, the one I fought on Showtime. A lot of people say I didn't lose that fight. A lot of people say, yeah, that was a good fight with Dawg. And I think you had that. And I'm like, what can you do as a fighter other than get that? You know what I'm saying? You can't get that money back. You can't get that L back. Nothing. So it just like kind of hits you different. That's been continuous over our career. We kept moving. We kept making it work. We going to the next thing.
And that's powerful because y'all really showing it, dog. And the struggles, like you saying, getting robbed and all the other things. So like early in your career, like getting you into pro boxing, like what did you have to go through to get into pro boxing? Like what does that look like as a young boxer?
Oh, shoot. Turning pro was, again, going off of the energy of robbery or whatever. I felt like my brother always got criticized as far as the racism of boxing was still there when it came to his style, having more of a Muhammad Ali type style.
Like I'm gonna hit you, you can't hit me type shit.
My brother was like, to me, he was, like I said, was goofy. So he reminded me like Forrest Gump boxing. Like, literally, it looked at goofy, but it worked. And he was popping and scoring and doing stuff and making them miss and everything. But it's like, if you play basketball and the dude put 30 points on you, you score 0. I don't care how good you are, you're losing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I looked at it. And everybody else see it, but he never got the results of it.
Never got that.
So it's like, oh, just because they don't like the way he's losing to this guy, that's the reason why it's a loss. It's not because he wasn't better. Like, he did the points, he did everything, but because y'all embarrassed of his style. Like, we had a referee come to him and say, hey, I don't know, he ain't know without the headgear and stuff. I don't know who this Ali kid is, but he's punching, he's doing this, he's not engaged and this and that. And he didn't know he's speaking to my brother right in front of him. And he was like, oh, shoot. My brother was like, yeah, that's me. And he's like, oh, I apologize. And he walked away. Later on, they didn't score for him that next fight as much. My brother threw over 20 punches in a round. He threw a bunch of punches.
Right.
First day, the whole crowd go crazy. It'll be multiple people, like 3 rings. So you have a bunch of people in the crowd. Everybody will leave to watch him fight, and they'll be chanting. He would win like 40-something to 20, 40-something to 15. Like, he's blowing them out.
Shit.
Next day, they have a discussion. He barely get a point to the 3rd round. How does that happen? It's like some things that just scratch your head. Like, okay, he's 0 into the 3rd. Knowing this guy throws like Pacquiao, he just
railing off
he
punches.
putting on the show, hands down, making a miss, making a slide, throwing punches at him, everything, putting on a performance. But they didn't like that. But it's
that's crazy because it's supposed to be entertainment.
Yeah, but they didn't want to see it at that level.
And at that level,
yeah, at the prestigious, they want you to be a certain way. And he did the part. It wasn't like he wasn't punching and scoring. He did what you're supposed to do, but over time in our experience, you got better at doing that. And we fought that way. We fought scoring and doing that, and we excelled at that excelled at that as well. And we made it far, but then when you always get to that point where you make it a little too far, and you finally get certain things, you don't get the better end of the stick.
Right, and so that's kind of with Turnchild Pro, like having
that built the fire for me. I'm like, I'm gonna go pro because I see how bad my brother looked. You know, he was really like distraught about it. He didn't feel like he was too motivated. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna push this further. I'm gonna jump out. Like, I think I'm 17, 18.
Right.
Just got out of high school. Went to Thomas Jefferson. Shout out to TJ.
Shout out. Shout out.
Shout out to the Vikings. But yeah, just got out of high school, and I'm just like, I'm gonna push forward because I know not only is this gonna be inspiring my brother, this is us to go set up our future, put off my family on and everything. Because the whole goal is that nobody behind me was setting history like that. My family, I didn't really have nobody before me other than that great grandfather. I didn't know too much, but I didn't have nobody that showed me this and this and that. I paved the way of our history every step we went. So I'm like, I'm going pro. I'm gonna start to set off. I'm gonna let my brother, once the time right, he gonna come and pick it up after that. But
Right.
at that point, I was like, I'm gonna just set the tone.
That's what's up, man. All right. So now we pro. Now we getting in the pro. That first pro fight.
Yeah, got it with my dad. My dad got me my first pro fight at Henderson Hall here in Virginia, and I won by what it was, a first round knockout. I forgot.
First round knockout. God.
First and second, one of them. Yeah.
In your first fight?
Yeah. And he was
You
like,
knocked the dude out. I don't even care what round it was. You knocked the dude out.
I can't remember. I know I hit him with a body shot and it was over.
Yo, you was a bully, bro. You was a bully, bro.
Yo, that might be the next tagline. Richmond bullies, man.
Yo.
Richmond bullies. We ain't talking about the pit bulls either.
Yeah. That's crazy. So tell me, like, what, like, was you nervous because you didn't have no fear, like you said, you was a bully. Was you nervous? Was you like the excitement that like, oh, I'm about to really put these paws on a nigga today, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's pretty much just be the adrenaline. The adrenaline is what get me. I don't never really be nervous because I think I got caught that liking with Floyd is just being calm at your highest moments. Learn how to control yourself. So I was never nervous. I would just always be. Well, I'll be nervous for them. I'm gonna say, I'll be nervous.
He said, I'll be nervous for them. He said, you might hit the canvas today, bro. I'm nervous for you. Don't worry, there's plenty of people out here that can help you. Yo, so I got another question. So you got a fight coming up, and I want to know. You know what I'm saying? What you think about this? Like, what you think about your opponent? You know what I'm saying? If you had a chance, you know what I'm saying? We did our little press conference before.
Yeah.
You got a chance. You can go ahead. You can tell them how you feel. Tell them, you know what I'm saying, what the fight go, you know what I'm saying? What you think? What you thinking?
I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to execute. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm just going to execute and I'm going to just show, like, high-quality skill. That's my thing moving forward. I think in my career, I've been – looked at as a scrapper, looked as a banger and this and that, but that's not me. I got a lot of skill, a lot of talent, and I want to keep showcasing that. And I'm going to just show the championship level caliber that I've been at, and I'm going to display to my opponent. So he's going to see everything he give, it just got to be more because I'm going to be there.
So do you know about, have you known about this opponent before? Or you just
I know of him a little bit, and with my opponents, it's just whoever comes up.
Whoever they put in front of you.
Yeah, it's like a file. You give you that file, gotta, you know what I'm saying? I might look through it. Might look, okay, we can do this. We got this going on. So this is what the opponent is. We see what he brings to the table, and we're going to go from there. But we got 10 rounds to do it, and you see how I'll bet my life on it.
I like it, man. I like it, man. Look, before you go, I want you to give the people, you know what I'm saying, some word, a little inspiration, some advice or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying, leave them with your tags and how they can reach you and tell them about your fight you just got coming up. Promote yourself, you know?
Oh, bet. Yeah, I'm just like, if you have anything that you're passionate about out here, make sure you just, like, take the due diligence and just work a little bit each day towards it. It don't matter what it is. Just, like, one of my biggest things I felt like got me farthest in my life and career is that I always go back to step one. I redo step one and don't move from step one until that's completed to get to step two. And I keep resetting that. And just worry about the little things because them little steps that you take each day get you to the bigger goal. It don't care if it's saving money, if it's moving something, if it's learning something a little bit each day, you move a little further. But always go back and it is always reset. Keep having that overview of looking what you need to do. Sometimes you need to move past some things, but sometimes you just need to start over. You know what I'm saying? If something messed up, you unplug it and you reset it. Start back over and see how it go. And you cut it back on and start from that first channel and go to the next one. And that's how you're going to always improve and know, okay, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to keep going. And just never give up. You know, the more you keep going, just look at, you're going to be next sometime. So just be ready for when your time has come because it's going to come. whether you feel like it's there or later, just like how death is going to come one day. And you prepare for that every day in life. So you prepare whatever you're going to do, prepare and see it the same way. It's going to come. Your name's going to be on that vending machine when they hit that button to get you out there. Just make sure you're ready for that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Go ahead and tell them how they can reach you.
Yo, y'all can reach me on Immanuwel Aleem, at Immanuwel Aleem on my Instagram. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, X now, it was Twitter or whatever. I'm on Snapchat. I think it's local_Manolo on Snapchat. I'm on what else we got? TikTok, at Immanuwel Aleem on TikTok.
Yo, he everywhere, bro. He everywhere. They look at him out. He knocking niggas out on everything. You know what I'm saying?
My Twitch channel and follow my business, Easy Breezy Detailing.
Oh, well. shout out to the entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's the Credo 4, man. We be back with another one. And I'm your boy Ye Rock, and we out, man. Wait. I forgot to do something. Y'all need to subscribe. Y'all need to. I almost forgot to. Yo, good thing I did. Did you press it? No. Oh, keep going. My bad. Look, subscribe, like, follow, share, all that good stuff. I keep forgetting to talk about this stuff, but y'all gonna remember for me. All right, let's go. You're like, am I supposed to be in the show? Let's talk about it, man. This is some legendary address right here. Tell them again what it is.
Yeah, 2424 Hall Street. This was the home of Ninth Dimension Sports Circle at the time. This is where a lot of champions was made. This is where my dad invested and my mom. They both invested a lot of years and time to improve fighters, win championships. A lot of our championship chases started here. Me going for the Olympic trials in 2012. And,
right.
Well, I didn't make the trial, but try to get these tournaments to get me here. It was all here. That's what got me pro was getting signed after performing at the Olympics. I was the only one with a knockout. It's on YouTube. I knocked the guy with a left hook, and the people there, like Adrian Broner's people, the people there at that time, they was like, man, we're gonna sign them regardless. Whatever happens after this tournament, whether they win or lose. It all started from us training here, being here till almost midnight sometimes, training at night, gym be open, the gate will be open, coming at any time. It was a dojo, even Kelly, just being here, this was the vibes.
That is so crazy because, like I said, my people, they from Southside. I'm from North, like you just come over here, and I would come past here, and I would always see the sign on the wall,
right
on the corner, and I'd be like, man, I want to get it. I want to try that out, and I never did it. They put the pads on me,
you
bro.
Come through right off the block. You'd have seen the gate open, to seen us doing there, doing it, or at the basketball court afterwards. That's what kept me so fit, being able to do my crossbow. Cause I love ball.
You said the basketball court down the way.
I'm down there for 2 or 3 hours. So imagine the fitness I just did.
You run from here, run up in there.
Yeah.
Probably like, come on, do some more drills. Get in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're running. You run down in here. You running over here. Yeah, this is legendary, man.
This your boy Mike, and you rocking with the Crew 804. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and drop us a comment.